Hello guys, welcome back. Today we are going to see another income strategy in the Options with Jeet channel. We are going to talk about Nifty Wheel. We know the wheel strategy, right? Means wheel is a very popular strategy abroad. Means in India, few people use it because the capital requirement is a little bit high. But it is good to do strategy. It provides a very constant income generation every week in Nifty. If you are doing it with Nifty, it generates income every week. So let's go through one by one. Let us start the slides. So what we are going to talk today is Nifty wheel. Just customary, my name is JR. I'm going to take you through the entire strategy of Nifty wheel using Nifty bees. So what we will learn in this session? So first we will go through the brief introduction to the Nifty bees. Like many people, the newcomers, they do not know what is Nifty bees, means how we can do a wheel strategy in Nifty. In stocks, yes, you have the underlying, you can buy the stock in the cash market and then you can start selling options. But Nifty you cannot buy in cash market, right? Means there is, the Nifty is not traded in the cash market, it is an index, right? So to do it in Nifty, we are going to use the underlying called Nifty bees. Okay, I'll give you a brief introduction. And we will go through the main part, the Nifty wheel strategy, means how we will do the Nifty bees. And how the wheel turns every week. Means this is part of the Nifty wheel strategy, means every week how the wheel turns. Means we are going to do the wheel, right? Means how every week the wheel turns, we will explain there. And we will see one example trade, means how we will do the Nifty wheel. Okay. And we will see at the end, we will see the wheel diagram and we will see the key takeaway as part of the wheel diagram. Okay. So let me explain what is Nifty bees. Nifty bees is an ETF. ETF means it is an exchange traded fund which tracks the Nifty 50 index. It simply emulates the index with same weightage. Like if you want to emulate the index, what you can do, like right now Nifty is at like 17,300, 17,400, means each stock, the 50 stocks in the Nifty has different weightages. You can go and buy the underlying. Right now it is somewhere equivalent to like 8,60,000 rupees worth. So you can go and buy Reliance for like 20%, HDFC Bank for about 15%, then Infosys for some 12%, like that. Means you can do based on the weightage you can do, but the stock moves, right? Means every day, every tick the stock moves. So based on that, you have to keep on adjusting for the weightage. Means to avoid all these issues, so there is a underlying which is called a Nifty bees. This is as good as a index fund. In the index fund, what we do, index fund is a mutual fund, right? Means many index funds are there in India. It tracks various indices. Many index funds have a different indices, means based on that, means the underlying index means it is benchmarked. Okay. But the Nifty bees is one underlying which tracks the complete Nifty 50 index. It is a special form called a exchange traded fund. It is a fund, but the units of the Nifty bees are traded like shares in the exchange, means, and the volume is quite good. You can go and buy in the market at very good price, means the transactions are very high. It is close to like 5 to 6 lakh units traded every day in the market. So it is quite good liquid underlying. You can trade it in the index like how you trade any other stock. Okay. So this ETF is run by the Nippon Asset Management and it is listed in the exchange with the ticker symbol called Nifty bees. Means the whole Nifty bees what I am talking about, it is called, the ticker symbol itself is called Nifty bees. Like any stock in NSE you can take. Reliance is traded with the ticker symbol of Reliance. Like the Infosys is traded with the ticker symbol of INFY, INFI, right? So same way the Nifty Bs are traded with a ticker symbol called Nifty Bs, means no space in between, it is full. So one Nifty Bs is equal to 1/100th of the Nifty 50 index. So today Nifty is at 17,300, means one Nifty Bs without dividends. So one Nifty Bs is equivalent to 1/100th of it. How much is 1/100th of 17,300? It is 173. So Nifty Bs ideally should trade at around 173 rupees with a minor tracking error, because the index moves every day, but at the end of the day only this will get corrected to the index value. So there is a minor tracking error is there. Just ignore that. It is very, very minor to take care into the account. Okay. So the price of Nifty Bs, like in the last point I told, without dividends, right, means the price of Nifty Bs is slightly higher than the Nifty 50 spot, means 17,300 is the value, means it should trade at 173 rupees, right? It will not trade at 173, it will be trading at about 180, 185 rupees. Why? Because the Nifty Bs are always inclusive of the dividends, means every year the Nifty 50 stocks, every year some of the stocks will give dividend, right? Some stocks will give quarterly dividend, some stocks will give half-yearly, most of the stocks will give a yearly dividend. There is a special dividend, means so many dividend money will come from the stock, right? But when you are having Nifty Bs, you are owning part of those stocks also. So the Nifty Bs running the asset management, Nippon Asset Management, will receive those dividend also. So those dividends are also added into the Nifty Bs unit price. The index is not including the dividend. The stock price would include something, but the index is exclusive of the dividend. But the Nifty Bs are always inclusive of dividend. So for the entire year and the previous years, whatever dividend has been given in the stocks, so those are all part of the Nifty Bs price. Okay, so the price is slightly higher. So the dividends paid by the Nifty 50 stocks are already in the price of the Nifty Bs. Okay. So Nifty Bs, along with there is another ETF which is called Bank Bs, which tracks the Bank Nifty index, are some of the most liquid stocks or the instrument traded in the Indian stock market. Means the liquidity is huge, means don't compare it with the junior Bs or some other instrument like ICICI Nifty or any other ETFs. These two ETFs, Nifty Bs and the Bank Bs, these two ETFs are very, very liquid. You can check in the NSE website or Money Control, anywhere you want. You can see the volume. The volumes are very good for trading. Okay. So the calculation of the Nifty Bs equivalent to one F&O lot size. Why I am telling one F&O lot size? It is for the wheel strategy. It is coming in the next slides. Okay. So the calculation of Nifty Bs equivalent to one F&O lot size is as follows. So the current spot multiplied by the Nifty lot size, you have to take it entirely. So what is the current spot? 17,300 or 17,400, somewhere in between. That value can vary, but I have taken one value when I am recording this video. Okay, Nifty lot size is 50, right? That you divide it by 1 unit of Nifty B's price. The result is one value. That much of Nifty B's units are required to emulate one F&O lot size of Nifty. Okay, you can go long in future, it is about the same amount. Okay, so this result, what it gives is current value of Nifty 17,400. This value will keep on changing. Okay, based on the Nifty, the value will change. But one F&O lot size, we consider the current spot value of Nifty, which is 17,400, multiplied by the Nifty lot size of 50. Divide the whole value by 1 unit price of Nifty Bs, which is 187 today. So the resultant value is approximately 4,650 units of Nifty Bs should be there. This is equivalent to one F&O lot size. If you don't want to buy one F&O lot size of Nifty Bs, because this value will come somewhere around 8,60,000 rupees. Okay, so if that value comes, if you don't have that money, what you can do, you can go long on future. You will pay a lesser margin, but the future has an expiry. But the Nifty Bs, the underlying stock, does not have an expiry. You buy it, you can hold it for 10 years. If you buy a future, you can hold it maximum for 3 months. Means futures are available only for the current month, near month and far month. So what you say, current month is this month, next month, and the far month is after 2 months. Most only 3 contracts, 3 series are available at any point of time. So the maximum future what you can hold is only for 3 months, right? But the Nifty Bs, if you are buying, you can hold it forever. Means you don't have to close the position, or there are no expiry associated with the Nifty Bs units. Okay, it is same like stock. Means if you buy a Reliance stock or like that, you can hold it for life. There are many people who purchased Reliance 30 years back and still people are holding, right? But if somebody would have gone long on Reliance future, every month the future expires, like current month future. So I hope you understood the difference between going long on future and buying the underlying. Now, many people have asked me the question, sir, why 4,650 units we have to buy in the cash market, we can go long on future. Of course you can go long, but if you are going long on future, you will be paying a very hefty premium, because future always trade at premium to the spot price. That is first thing. Second thing is the future has a expiry. Okay, let us go through the Nifty wheel strategy. In the previous slide you have seen 4650. Just remember that the 4650 comes into picture on the Nifty wheel strategy also. So let us see what is a Nifty wheel strategy. So Nifty wheel is a standard wheel strategy done with Nifty options. Since the Nifty is cash settled, we will be using Nifty B's ETF to emulate the stock, because that is what I told in the previously. You cannot buy Nifty, right? Means all these are cash settled. You don't have any physical delivery of Nifty, right? So just to have that physical delivery part, we are going to emulate it with the Nifty B's ETF. Okay, just a refresher to the wheel strategy. What is a wheel strategy? Wheel is a 4-step trade. Okay, very popular wheel strategy. You would have already seen the wheel strategy. I'll just, if somebody don't know what is a wheel strategy, I'll just explain how it works. Okay, step 1 for 4-step trade, right? Step 1, sell a cash secured put, 1 lot, which is 50 quantity on Nifty, and collect premium. Cash secured put means you need to keep cash to take delivery. Against it you are selling a lower put. Okay, lower put means currently if the Nifty value is at 17,400, you can sell 17,300, 200, 100, 17,000. Those low levels of puts you can sell. Those are called out of the money put. Means for to take delivery of that much quantity of Nifty, which is 8,60,000 rupees, you are keeping enough cash to take delivery. What you will take delivery? You will take Nifty B's delivery. Okay. Step 2, you have already sold the put and you collected some premium, right? Means you sold maybe like 75 rupees or something you sold, and you collected about 3,500 rupees of premium. Now consider like that. If the Nifty expires below your put strike, means if you have sold 17,300 put, right? Means if the Nifty expires at 17,200, then close your put, book the loss, because when the market comes down, your sold put value will increase. Okay, close your put, book the loss, and then buy the Nifty B's 4650 quantity. That 4650 quantity is equivalent to 1 F&O lot. Okay, that is why I ask you to remember the 4650 quantity. If Nifty expires above the put strike price, Nifty was at 17,400, you sold 17,300. If Nifty never came to 17,300, your put will be out of the money. At expiry, it will go to 0. Okay, then you keep the entire premium with you. Whatever you received, you are not going to give back anything. The put will expire in 0. You just keep the entire premium. Just to repeat the step 1. For the next cycle, sell another cash secured put. Means you received some money, you are keeping it, but still your cash of 8,60,000 is still with you, right? So simply sell another lower level put in Nifty and collect additional premium. Okay, that is the step 2. Step 3, if the market comes down and closes below your put sell level and you have booked a loss, so you will be buying the Nifty Bs. What you need to do against that, you go and sell a higher level call. Consider the market expired at 17,200. You have sold a put at 17,300. So the put expired in the money. So you are closing the put in the loss, probably like 100-point loss you are closing minus your premium collected. So that is going to be your loss. But what you are going to do is you are going to buy the Nifty Bs 4650 quantity and sell a higher call against it, again collecting premium. Either you can sell at the money call, because since you already have the Nifty Bs with you, you can always give delivery at a higher price. Means you purchase the Nifty Bs at 17,200, right? Means if Nifty goes above, your Nifty Bs value will also increase. So your call value will also increase, sold call, but your Nifty Bs value will also increase. The call premium you will still keep, you will not give it. At that time you will book a loss in the call, but your Nifty Bs will increase in value, so you will get good money out of it. Okay. So step 3, what you need to do, you buy the Nifty Bs in step 2, 4650 quantity, and simultaneously you can sell either a ATM call or a out of the money call. ATM is at the money call, 17,200 call. Means right now consider market is at 17,200, you will sell 17,200 call for that expiry, or you sell a 17,300, 400, 500 which are out of the money calls. You can sell those one lot. Why one lot? Because you have got F&O lot equivalent, one lot equivalent only you got the Nifty Bs. Okay, means you cannot sell additional, it is very risky. Just sell one lot. Whatever premium comes, it is ours. Okay. Step 4, if the Nifty expires above your call sell strike, means you sold like 17,400, you sold the call. Nifty was at 17,200, you went and sold a out of the money call of 17,400, market went up. So market went to 17,500. So your call is 100 points in the money. You sold 17,400, right? If goes to 17, market goes to 17,500, your call will expire in the money and you have to close that in a loss. But you are already having a Nifty Bs which is 4650 quantity bought at 17,200 level, right? So right now the market is at 17,500, so you already gained 300 points there. That much equivalent, the value will also increase. Nifty Bs value will also increase, so you book a profit there. The call what you are booking loss will be less, and the sale of Nifty Bs what you purchased in a lower level but you are selling it at a higher level, that money will be more. But again you have already received some premium for the call also. That premium is still ours only. Once you sell it, you are back to square one. So you got your 8,60,000 plus the gain what you received in the Nifty B, sale of Nifty Bs. So keep that money with you. So right now you are back to step 1. You are having a cash and you are going to sell a put against it. Simple, lower level put. Now the Nifty is at 17,500. You are going to sell 17,200 or 300 put. That's all. Means nothing else. So this is what is the Nifty wheel strategy. Whenever your call or put is expiring in the money, you are either going to take delivery or give delivery based on what you have sold. Because if you are taking delivery, you have the cash with you. If you are going to give delivery or like that, you already have the Nifty Bs with you. You can sell it in the open market. The Nifty options are cash settled. So we are emulating it with the Nifty Bs like any other stock for giving and taking physical delivery. That's it. Means very simple. How the wheel turns every week. Let us see. Whatever I explained there, I am going to explain that one again just for you to be thorough in how to do this one. Because last time I did the same video in Nifty BN channel, so many people have commented so many different things. Such a simple strategy, some people will comment, means just to show their knowledge, some people will comment, sir, if we take delivery of the Nifty, if the market crashes, what we'll do? Boss, that risk is there everywhere, okay? Even you do it with the stock everywhere. If you don't want to take risk in the market, you should not be trading in the market. So not every trade will be profitable. But here at least you are covering it with the stock, right? Sir, we have taken delivery and we sold a call against it. If the market crashes by 1000 points, what will happen? You will still get your call premium, right? The call premium you will keep. What loss you are having on the underlying is unrealized loss. You are not realizing till you sell it, okay? What you bought and kept it, even the Nifty goes down by 50%, like how it has gone in the Corona crash or during the 2008 financial crisis. That time you have to decide whether to do the wheel strategy or not. I'll explain you the small nuances. In this strategy, there are no adjustments, okay? This is a positional investment strategy. You don't have any adjustment here. If you want, if the market is shooting up, you sold a put and the market is shooting up, you can keep on moving the put above and try to take delivery at a little higher price but collecting more premium. Those all can be done, but those are little bit advanced. I am just explaining you the basic strategy. Just sell a cash secured put. If the cash secured put expires in the money, you buy the Nifty B's units in the market equivalent to one F&O lot and sell out of the money call against it. Very simple, okay? Let's see how the wheel turns every week. Suppose Nifty is at 17,400. I am just repeating what I explained in the previous slide, okay? If you don't want to listen to it, you can skip this entirely, just fast forward, okay? I am talking to people who still want to get thorough with the strategy, because if you make a mistake, it will be a big disaster, okay? Suppose Nifty is at 17,400 today. Then the wheel setup is step 1, sell one lot of weekly 17,300 PE put option for 75 rupees. So you are collecting premium, 75 rupees you are collecting premium. What is your break even? Your break even is 17,225. So till the market does not go below 17,225, you are making money, okay? That is the beauty of selling option. Your break evens are always good and you have a good probability to win this trade. Spot is at 17,400. You are selling 17,300 PE for 75 rupees, okay? By end of the week, if the Nifty expires above 17,300, means your put is still out of the money. You keep the entire premium, which is 75 multiplied by 50. 75 is your put premium, what you collected, and 50 is the Nifty lot size. The amount what you received, you will receive it immediately. It will show in Zerodha Adal, it will show immediately, but with other brokers, it will show by end of the day, okay? 3,750 is the premium which you received, and you will keep it when the Nifty expires above 17,300. And you are going to sell another put at 1 or 2 strikes below the spot. That how much you want to collect, you can decide. That is the beauty of this. Means you want to collect more premium so that you still have cash, right? You can go and sell at the money. Means if the market is set like 17,400 for the next week also, you can sell a 17,400 P, which will give you a more premium. Or you can sell 1 or 2 strikes below. Either sell the 17,300 again for the next week, or you can go 17,350 or 17,250, any level, means whichever level is comfortable with you for the premiums what you are going to collect, you can do that, okay? But by end of the week, if the Nifty expires below 17,300, means your put is in the money, you still keep your entire premium, which is 3,750, and buy the Nifty B's 4650 quantity. This 4650 quantity varies a very little bit. If Nifty goes to 15,000, it may not be 4650, it may be about 4500, okay? But this is the figure at the 17,000 range. Right now the Nifty is there, right? Means that range, this is the figure you can go through, means 4650. 17,000 to 17,500, this is the figure. Do not reduce this figure. If you are reducing this quantity and you are going and selling a call or put against it, the loss what you are going to make on the call or put might be a little bit more than the gain what you are going to have on the Nifty Bs. Okay, means always try to keep it one F&O lot equivalent quantity you are going to buy. Okay, means sir, I have only cash for 1000 units of Nifty Bs. Can I do the wheel strategy? No, you cannot do that. Okay, always try to keep this 4650 quantity equivalent cash, 8,60,000 rupees you have to keep. Without that, don't do this strategy. Okay. So this is equivalent to having one lot of Nifty, which I told it requires about 8,60,000 rupees to acquire Nifty B's 4650 quantity at 185 rupees. Okay, that 185 is not 173, not 1/100th of the Nifty spot. Why? Because the Nifty B's includes dividends. Okay, means that dividend is always there in the Nifty B, so you don't have to worry, means it is always there. Step 2, what you have done? You have done step 1. Which one? You sold the put, and if the market expires above it, you are going to keep it, all the premium, and you are going to sell another put. Or if the market expires above, if the market expires above 17,300, you will keep the entire premium because your put has gone out of the money. If the market expires below 17,300, you will close the put, or you can allow it to expire in the money and then take whatever loss is there. But at the same time, the cash what you have, 8,60,000 rupees, you go and buy the Nifty B's 4650 quantity. Okay. Now, see, we are going for the Nifty B's purchase. Okay, the market spot, the spot has come to 17,200. Okay, at 17,200, you are buying the Nifty B's at 185 rupees, which is the current market price. Then we go to the step 3. The moment you buy the Nifty B's, you already booked a loss in the put, right? If you are buying Nifty B's, means your put is either in the money, and probably it may be more than the premium what you collected, you are booking a loss, or you may be making a minor profit because the value what you are booking loss is less than the premium what you collected, 3750. Okay, both the cases are possible. I will not want to complicate, we will skip that value. Now step 3, against the holding what you have, 4650 quantity of Nifty B's, you are going to sell one lot of the weekly 17,300 call option. Again, the premium might be different, but I am taking it as 75 rupees. So you go and sell a 75 rupees worth 17,300 weekly call. Again, you will collect 3750 premium. Okay. By end of the week, if Nifty is above or below, means I think there is a mistake here. If the Nifty is above 17,300, you can just strike out the below, so it is above. If the Nifty is above 17,300, you will keep the entire premium and sell another call. Means you have the underlying, right, with you. You already purchased it in the open market for 4650 quantity at whatever price is there. Okay, you can sell another call. If the Nifty expires above 17,300, means it can be at 17,400. Either you can sell a 17,500 or 17,600 call. Okay, that is possible to do because you still have the underlying. You can always deliver it. Okay. If by end of the week, if the Nifty expires above 17,300, which is your call sell strike, right? You will still keep the entire premium because the premium once received, you will not give it back. That premium is yours. But what you can do, you can sell the Nifty B's, whatever you have. Say market expired at 17,400 or 17,500. Say 17,400 it got expired. You will sell your Nifty B's at 17,400 400. When did you purchase it? You purchased it at 17,200. Now the market is at 17,400. So you have a 200 point gain on the index. So 200 points gain on the index is proportionately the Nifty Bs will also increase, right? Not 200 rupees, but it might increase about 2 rupees, okay? Because it is 1/100th of the Nifty, right? 1/100th of 200 is 2 rupees. Means you purchased it at 185, you can sell it at 187. 2 rupees is a small gain, but the quantity what you are having is 4650. So it is about 9,000, 9,500 rupees of money you will be gaining on the Nifty Bs. The call premium what you received 3750 is yours, but since the market has expired above your sell strike, you have to return that premium whatever is the value. If it expires at 17,400, the call what you sold will be worth 100 rupees. So you will be paying back only 25 rupees back. So your loss what you are booking is only 25 rupees there, okay? You will be booking 100 rupees loss, but 75 rupees you already received, right? You are going to just pay 25 rupees more, okay? Fairly simple. 3,750 you have already got. You are returning back 5,000 rupees. So your loss is 1,250 rupees. Simple, okay? Now what you did, you have already given back the Nifty Bs. Right now when you sell the Nifty Bs, you will get cash, right? Your 8,60,000 rupees, it will come little bit more, it will come. So you keep that 8,60,000 rupees with you. For that, what you are going to do, the wheel turns again. So now the Nifty spot is at 17,400. Now you go and sell 17,400 or 17,300, whatever value is there, you go and sell another put. Now the wheel turns, means I think it got, I went a little bit ahead, so the slide is coming little bit late. So step 4, when the market expires above 17,300, you will be selling 4650 Nifty Bs at 187 rupees CMP. So you bought it for 185, you are selling it for 187. So you are booking a 2 rupees profit there. 4650 quantity multiplied by 2 rupees is equal to 9,300 rupees of profit you will be booking, and you are booking a loss of about 1,250 rupees loss there, because 3750 you collected, you are giving back 5,000 rupees, okay? So together you will be booking somewhere about 10,000 plus rupees of profit you will be booking there. Plus, since you have already sold your Nifty Bs from your demat, now you have only the cash, your initial cash plus whatever profit is there. Just take out the profit. Now with the cash, you are going to sell a lower put again, okay? Revert to the step 1. So right now the Nifty spot is at 17,400. You go and sell one lot weekly, 17,300 PE for 75, means you are going back to the step 1, right? Means this figure I am giving it for the slide purposes, the example purposes. This figure may be different, the strike may be different, means I am talking about the Nifty spot of 17,400, but Nifty spot may not be at 17,400, it can be at 17,500 also. That time you can sell a 17,400, okay? Just 1 or 2 strikes out of the money you can sell, because one thing is you have cash with you to take delivery. If you are selling a call, you have already got the Nifty Bs with you to deliver, okay? How much the market goes up, how much the market goes down, it does not matter. If the market goes down, your Nifty Bs loss what you are having is an unrealized loss, you don't have to worry. The market will eventually recover. We are not doing in any stock, we are doing it in the index. So the index going down by 50% is very, very rare. So if somebody wants to ask the question in the comment section, not watching what I am telling, I am giving you the answer. The Nifty going down by 5%, 10% is there. The chance is always there, but that much of risk you have to take. Why I am stressing on the Nifty Bs because the loss is always unrealized till you sell it back at a lower price than what you purchased. But the future is not like that. Every day, mark to market, you have to pay. Every day your P&L is realized. Okay, and future has a expiry also. The Nifty Bs does not have expiry. That is one of the main reasons you have to go long on the underlying. Okay. So let's see how the trade performs. What I explained earlier is with values. That value we will see here. Step 1, again I am explaining. Nifty is at 17,400. You sell one lot of weekly. I go quickly. One lot of weekly 17,300 for 75 rupees. So you collect 3,750 rupees. Case 1, Nifty closes above 17,300. You will gain the entire premium because your option expired out of the money. You keep the entire premium and again sell the next week put 1 or 2 strikes below the spot. Okay. Case 2, if the Nifty closes below 17,300 and your put expires in the money, so you still keep the premium collected 3,750 and close the put at 5,000 loss. So what is your net loss is 1,250. And parallelly what you are going to do, you are going to buy the Nifty Bs 4650 quantity at 185. That is the current market price, and the capital what is required is 8,60,000 rupees. Again I am telling, why sir, why we cannot go long on future? Try doing that. You can do that. You can tweak the strategy and try doing that. And how much premium you will pay for future and how much cash you need to keep in the account for MTM losses and profit, it is up to you. This is a strategy I am explaining you for doing it with Nifty Bs. Okay, I get so many comments on this and I am a kind of fed up. Okay, I am fed up with answering why not long on future, because future has expiry and MTM loss is realized every day. Simple answer for the Nifty Bs. If the market goes down, the loss is unrealized. Okay. Step 3, the moment you buy 4650 quantity of Nifty Bs in the cash market, go and sell a weekly call above the market price. You say the current Nifty spot level is 17,200. You go out of the money, 1 or 2 strikes out of the money, and then sell a weekly call for 75 rupees and then again collect 3750. This is for example. The premiums might be different, the strike might be different. Means you can say out of the money strike for the premium comfortable for you. Okay. So again 2 cases. Case 1, if Nifty closes below 17,300, because what you sold is 17,300 call. If it closes below 17,300, you keep the entire premium and sell another higher call. Okay, means 1 or 2 strikes above the spot you can sell. Here you will gain 3750. And whatever loss you are going to have, because Nifty is still below, right? So whatever loss you are going to have on the Nifty Bs is unrealized. You can leave it as it is. Okay. In case Nifty closes above 17,300, your call will be in the money. Okay. Say 17,400 it closes. So you still keep the premium collected 3750, whatever you collected earlier, you still keep it and you close the call at 5,000 loss. So your net loss is 1,250 rupees. At the same time, what you will do, you will go and sell your Nifty Bs at market value, because the market has gone up by 200 points. So the Nifty Bs has gone up by 2 rupees. So from 185 to 187. So your profit is 9,300 rupees. So you book the profit. And what is your net profit? You booked 9,300 rupees profit and you booked a loss of 1,250 on the call. So what is your net profit is 8,050 rupees. Okay. Then now what you have, you don't have the shares, you don't have any option position open, you have the cash, right? You have cash of 8,68,300 rupees, means your capital what you used plus the profit what you got, this is that. Just remove the profit from that, so your capital is still there. What you do, you keep this capital and then start selling a put again. So right now the market is at 17,400. You again go back to step 1, go and sell 17,300 PE and collect this money. So when the market goes down, so you will be again like booking some loss on the put and then buying the Nifty Bs. Okay, I hope the strategy is clear for you. I went a little fast because in the earlier slides I have explained this in very much in detail. Okay, so let us come to the final part, the wheel diagram. So how the wheel diagram looks like. I am explaining this for the third time to you. First step, sell the put, plus is for premium what you are receiving. So sell the put, you are receiving the premium. Next step, if the put becomes ITM, you book the loss in the put, but you still keep the premium what you collected. You are not returning the premium back. Okay. And same time, buy the Nifty Bs. Here it is a minus capital, means the capital what you have, you are going to give to the market. So the capital will be given to the market to buy the Nifty Bs. Step number 3, against your holding the Nifty Bs, you are going to sell a higher call. So whenever you are selling an option, you will receive premium, right? When you are selling a put, you will receive premium. When you are selling a call, you will receive premium. Whenever you sell a call, just ensure that you have the equivalent number of underlying with you. For selling one call in Nifty, you should have 4650 quantity of Nifty Bs. Okay. Next step, if the call becomes ITM, means if the market went up, the call becomes ITM, you book the loss in the call, but you still keep whatever premium you collected here, you will still keep the premium, and you will sell the Nifty Bs in the market for a higher rate, because the market went up means Nifty Bs will also go up, so you will get positive capital. Here your negative capital is 8,60,250 rupees, your positive capital is 8,68,300 rupees. This is what you will get here, because you collected premium here and then you booked the profit here, you are booking a minor loss here. Okay. Then right now what you have got the capital, you have already booked the loss in the call, you don't have any position left, you don't have Nifty Bs with you, you don't have any option with you, you are back to square one, you are having only the cash. Okay. Then just go to the step 1, sell the put and collect the premium. Simple strategy, weekly you can do in Nifty, and weekly you can gain a reasonable premium for you. This is a very, very passive strategy. Don't have to worry too much about it. The small thing what I want to tell, this is a very important thing, it's a small thing what I want to tell. Do not sell any call below your purchase price of the Nifty Bs. That is very important in this strategy, because if the call becomes ITM, you will be selling your Nifty Bs less than what you have purchased. That mistake, please do not do it. If you are selling a call at 17,400, means your purchase price of Nifty should be lower than that, at 17,200. At 17,200, if you have purchased it, the market is going down to like 17,000 or something like that, you will still keep your call premium, right? But do not sell a 17,200 call, because the purchase what you have made is at 17,300, right? Do not sell any call option below your purchase level of Nifty Bs. Just wait for the market to recover to the level where you purchased your Nifty Bs, then you can sell a higher call against it. Means never try to sell your Nifty Bs lower than the value what you have purchased. If the Nifty has crashed a little bit, do not do this strategy. You still keep your Nifty Bs, that is an unrealized loss only. Do not sell any call against it. Just wait for the market to recover back to your level of Nifty Bs where you have bought. Or what you can do, you can keep on selling the much higher calls, but you will be receiving a lesser premium, because the market has gone to 17,000, but your Nifty Bs purchases at 17,200, means you cannot sell a 17,100 call. If the market goes up to 17,100, your call will become ITM. You have to deliver your Nifty Bs back, but that time what the Nifty value will be around 17,150, 17,100, but your purchase price of Nifty Bs is 17,200 at 185 rupees. Okay. Do not sell any Nifty Bs for less than 185 rupees. How you will ensure it? You can ensure by selling only the calls above 17,200, not below that. Okay, so that point you have to take care. If the market is at 17,000, don't sell 17,100 or 200, still continue to sell 17,500 on the weekly, or you can go and sell 70,500 on the monthly, where you will get a higher premium and you will get a monthly income instead of weekly income. If you want to still get a weekly income, you can still sell 17,500, but you will be receiving a lesser premium, not 75 rupees, probably 20-25 rupees you will receive, still okay. But do not sell any call option below 17,200. That is the level where you have purchased Nifty Bs. Okay, that point you have to take care of it. Okay, that's it for the strategy. I hope you all enjoyed the time being with me and you understood the strategy. Again, I am telling, please do not ask me, sir, why we are not going long on future. I have explained it very clearly, the disadvantages of going long on future. There is only one advantage is there, the margin is less. That is the only one advantage. We have lot of other advantages there. I do not recommend going long on future and selling a call against it, because future has a expiry. Okay, and you, when you are going long on future, you will be paying a good amount of 60 to 70 points in Nifty as a premium for the future. Okay, that's it guys. Thank you very much for joining with me. I hope you enjoyed this session and you learned something new from me, and this is a kind of Indianized version of the wheel strategy. Signing off, this is JR. May the markets be with you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks for watching. If you like our content, please subscribe to our channel, like and share the video. Thank you.